Are here for our day 2 of our Fresh Start workshops to bring in that new year to make 2026 super muy flamenca. If you don't know me, I'm Reina Orellana, and I am a professional flamenco dancer over
Oh,
25 years. And I'm going to make sure that everyone is on mute.
good question.
Oh my goodness. Mute all. And when I have people entering, I have it on mute, but somehow they unmute themselves. So let's all be patient with each other. Okay, so I am coming from Los Angeles, California right now. It's a lovely Sunday, and we are going to do a little workshop here. So yesterday I had the live workshop for an intro to flamenco, and the replay is available. And today we're doing a technique refresh. So this is definitely for people who have a little bit of flamenco experience and a lot. If you have absolutely none, it will still be useful, but some, some parts might be a little bit too much for you, and that's okay. Do what you can, but we're basically doing a refresh, kind of locking into the different components of technique and figuring out like what are the essential elements that you need to tune into. So let me check here. So we have recording, and we are coming from all over the world. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see here. What am I looking for? Yes. Share my screen. And there. Okay, so we're here for our little flamenco refresh workshop. And again, I'm Rina Oriana, over 25 years of dance experience. I first learned in San Francisco, then I moved to Madrid, and then I relocated to Los Angeles, where I've been here for over 20 years. Teaching classes, having my dance company, performing, and then I've had my online flamenco studio for the last 10 years. And that's what you see in the images right now. We have my dance company and students in the Lunares on the left, my dance classes in the center there, and then the grid of all the other dancers. Those are, just a few, just a snippet of some of my dancers from the online flamenco studio. And I will be sharing information about that later on. So today, what we're going to focus on is kind of like how I teach is when I talk about flamenco, I talk about it like dancing with compás, coraje y corazón. So compás, we'll go over a little bit more, is the rhythm. Coraje means courage, and corazón is heart. And today we're going to just really focus on the essence of flamenco movement, and we'll be covering palmas, braceo, marconeo, that's a new word, marcaje, and taconeo. And we will practice it with a little bit of dance conditioning and just essential movements. And then I will also share information on how you can continue your journey with me inside my online flamenco studio. So when I talk about, my methodology of teaching, everything in flamenco starts with the compás. It's the heartbeat of flamenco. And if you've been around flamenco, you already know that. And we know that the compás means the rhythm, like to stay in time. Like, are you in compás or are you out of compás? And it also means like how many measures of a pattern. So, how many compases of that footwork are you going to do? How many compases of the cante are there? So, that's the compás. But also when we talk about, or when I talk about, dancing in compás, I'm also talking about speaking flamenco. And that means understanding the structure and understanding the different palos. And when I say the structure, I mean the structure of a dance from beginning to end. So it's not just when you see something on stage, it's not some random sequence of movement. There is a structure. There's usually two letras, for example, which is a singing verse, and then there's a falseta, and then you have the escubia, and then it ends in buleria. So there's like a pattern that each dance follows. And then understanding the palos, even if you don't understand all of them or any of them, but understanding that there are palos, meaning those are the rhythmical categories of the movement, rhythmical categories of the cante. So, for example, alegrías, tangos, bulerias, soleá por bulería. Just understanding that there are different palos, and eventually you kind of learn the ones that you're most exposed to. Today we will be working in the palo of tangos. Ole, it's a nice 4 count. And so with the compás, I love thinking of it as a blankie, that, you know, you have this blankie that just holds you tight, that keeps you nice and cozy. That's how you want to think about the compás, as opposed to like being scared of it, of like, oh my gosh, I'm always falling out of compás. You want to think of it as something that holds you together. Then I talk about coraje, courage. So, you know, what we love about flamenco is the confidence, that just raw energy that comes from the dancer, and you think, oh my gosh, she's so confident, I love it, I want to be confident like that. But it's not that you have confidence first, it's you have courage first, and the courage to, you know, continue on this journey, to stand up and be seen, to allow yourself to express yourself in this dance, you know, showing up, being consistent, working through all those uncomfortable moments. And especially, hello, as adults learning this dance form, it's a challenge. And especially since if we are not native Spanish, it is very, you know, it's intimidating. It can be intimidating, but I'm here to help you, to support you, and love you. So don't feel intimidated here whatsoever. And then the last thing is dancing with heart, con corazón, and that's feeling flamenco. And that comes from understanding the palo that you're dancing. So for example, if you are dancing alegrías, you're happy. If you're dancing soleá, you're intense. But also how you feel as a dancer. Like, because if you are too hung up on all the thoughts of overthinking all the movement, it shows in your face, it shows in your movement. So it's allowing yourself to kind of strip away from all of the baggage, the garbage, and coming down to the essence. And I didn't write this down here, but what I talk about a lot is kissing flamenco, keeping it strong and simple, having strong movement, strong technique, and simple technique is so much better than complicated technique that you can't even do. Okay, so with that, we are going to begin. So let's see. I want to just make sure that everyone is here. Everyone good? I'm just going to do this quick meeting here. Okay, I see everyone. All right, and now we are going to dance. Okay, so the first thing that we talk about is, today we're going to go over compás, braceo, marcaje y taconeo. So compás. So we're working in a 4 count in tangos today. So remember 4 counts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, a few things that we want to work on today for palmas and compás is just at least having proper technique, and then we will listen to some music and be able to hear like where are the different changes. All right, so but just a quick review of palmas. So we have in tangos we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Taka-tan, ta, taka-tan, ta, taka-tan, ta. Now, what I want you to remember is that when you're doing your palmas, that you are strong and not loose. So you don't want to go you don't want to go out like this, because you'll lose time and it looks sloppy. So you want to keep it tight here. Okay? All right. And let's listen to some compás here. we're going to start off with just solo compás, boring drum machine. Then we'll have the guitar music, and then we'll actually listen to some musical recordings so you can start picking up different variations of tangos. All right, here we go. So this is, there we go. Boring, slow. So, ta-ka-tan-ta, 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 ta-ka-tan-ta. Okay, so nice and slow. So when you are, remember that if you, playing palmas is essential to dancing flamenco because playing palmas helps you internalize that compás. All right, so it's something that you want to incorporate into your practice. And then also starting slow is very, 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 very useful. It's boring. But you want to lock it in slow, keep it clean, and then you can speed it up. So now let's speed it up with the guitar. Just the guitar. Now let's play a little bit of regular music. Here we go. This is a good one here. Can you hear it?
Ya vienen bajando por las escaleras. Hay orejones y brevas, pero dime qué motivo te echo yo pa' que me tire las ropillas a la calle como un pícaro ladrón. Ay, ruea, ruea, la degenerada. Ay, ruea, a la ruea, la degenerada.
Let's hear a different one here. No, not that one. Here we go.
Nay, 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 nay.
So it's challenging without the guitar. It'll come up. Alrighty, so that's a little trick there. Okay, so what I want you to remember with your palmas again, remember that you want to keep it in control. So you don't want loosey-goosey hands. You want it in control. Practicing it with solo compás, slow, then with the guitar, and then trying it with music, seeing if you can follow, because that's when it starts getting all wacky crazy. All right, let me check in with you all, and we're gonna stand up and dance. Okay, water break. Need a little quick water. Okay, all right, so our technique refresh here for our braceo. So remember, braceo just means your arms, and it kind of includes your hands. So the things that we want to remember before we stand up and dance is that the movement is coming for your hands is coming from the wrist. It's not the fingers. It's the wrist. Of course, the fingers are involved, but it's really the wrist, and you want to keep that forearm still. So you're not doing this, right? You want to control. And you want to be able to build that muscle memory in your hands so that when you start dancing, the hands go automatically. But of course, there can be a delay in what you think is happening with your hands and what actually comes out while you're dancing, and that's okay. But we want to build that muscle memory first. And around and around. Okay, now with our arms, let's see here. And that's good for right now. Okay, so for our arms, okay, remember they are rounded here, out here, and up here. All right, so we're gonna practice our regular arm position. Like when we do arms or drills for arms, we usually just do down, out, and up. But today we will also add just the regular clock movements of the arms because we use this so much in so much of our dance, okay? So just to review, before we add the hands, you're down here, your elbows are out and rounded. You want to make sure that your belly button is in, tucked in, tucked in, tucked in, shoulders down. And then when you're out here, the arms are rounded, the elbows are back. So no chicken arms. You want to keep those elbows back. And then when your arms are up here, that your shoulders are down. Okay, shoulders down. And you want to keep your butt tucked under so you don't hurt that lower back. Now, let's bring that one arm down, out, down, and up through the center, out, down, and up through the center. Now here is where we will start correcting or remembering the basic positioning so that you can dance a little bit with more style. And I'll show you what I mean in just a second there. And down and back up. All right, shake that out. So now let's add our hands. So we're gonna go in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. And in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Up here, in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Now right arm down. If you're mirroring me, out with the hands. 2, 3, 4, and then in with the hands. 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So actually, I didn't warm you up. All right, let's just warm up our wrists a little bit. Here, 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 and other direction. Here, here, bum, bum, and stretch out the palms. Ooh. And ooh. Again, and bum, and bum. And cross the arm. Breathe. Cross the arm. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put on some solo compás and we will drill it. And the idea is you want to keep it clean. So even, if you are a very advanced dancer, doing these kinds of drills are very important because you are able to isolate the movement. If you're newer to flamenco, these are great drills so that you can start incorporating, just building that muscle memory. All right, and let me see. And yes, at the end, I will post the names of the songs that we used. Let me write down. We had Titi and Yali. Okay, just writing down really fast what we did. Okay, solo compás first, and then we will use music. Here we go. Hey,
Намален
mute
это
everyone. You
скидка.
gotta mute yourself. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Let's start from the beginning. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Arms up. In and out. In and out. Now arm down, down, and up, down, and up. Again, down, and up, down, and up. One more time. Down, and up, down, and up. Good. Shake out. Vamos again. Another round. Can you tap your foot? Keep time. Here we go. And in, and out, and in, and out. In, and out, in, and out. Arms up, in, out, in, and out. Down again, in, and out, in, and out. Here we go. Open, and up, open, and up. Now try to angle, angle, and up, angle. Lift up the chest, so lift up that chest. Up. Lift up the chest. Lift up the chest. And up. Okay. Okay. So when I said lift up the chest, let me show you a little trick here. So part of one thing that that many dancers strive for, or all dancers strive for, is that flamenco look. And what does that mean, that flamenco look? It means like being able to lift up that chest and engage that upper back. So when I said to lift up that chest, this is what I mean. Let's practice this a little bit. So you want to engage the belly button, and you want to think of that you have a hinge in the back. Excuse me. You have a hinge in the back so that you can open up the chest. Open up the chest. So you're lifting up the chest, but you want to keep the shoulders down. And so you're thinking of it as the back, there's a hinge, you're engaging that back and lifting up that chest. So lift up the abs, boom, and lift up and down. So if you lift up, just know that you're not going to stay there forever, because if you do, you'll hurt your back. So you really want to keep those abdominals engaged and keep the hips tucked under so that you're not going, ugh, because that'll really hurt yourself. All right, so let's just practice that for one little second here, and then we'll go back to the arms. So lift up and down. Lift up and down. Up and down. Up and down. And so now let's see how the difference here. So if you're just doing regular arms and up, regular arms and up, so it looks rather flat, right? It looks flat. But now if you lift up the chest a little bit here, pop, but over to the side, pop, it looks a little bit more dynamic. And you're not going to do this for every movement or every time you do this with your arms. It's just one little accent that's really good to have in your muscle memory. And pop. Okay, all right. Let's do that. Let's do this one last time with the music, and we'll practice that little pop, and then we'll go on to marcaje. Okay. I see a picture here, how to coordinate different movements of right and left hands. It's just keeping it slow, keeping it slow, keeping it slow. And then you just build up that muscle memory. Okay, so now we're going to move on to marcaje. So the idea of our marking steps that we're going to work on today is how to have grounded movement. And what I mean by that is you're doing the movement, but you look like you're just doing it, but you're not dancing it. So that's the difference right there. Doing the movement or dancing the movement, right? Looking like you're doing flamenco moves or actually being a flamenco dancer, expressing and being expressive in the movement. Okay, so we're gonna break it down in a few ways. One is relaxing the knees, and then relaxing the hips, and then being able to move the waist, and then having a breath in the movement. Those four things. All right, so we're gonna do this one marking step in tangos. So it's a side, hold, back, step, side, hold, back, step, side, hold, back, step, side, hold, back, step. So I'm doing the movement, it's okay, right? But now we're gonna make sure that our knees are relaxed. So I'll start on your right, my left. Relax the knees. Hold, back, step, side, hold, back, step. And now you want to think of sitting into the movement. So we add the hip, ba-dum, ba-da, hip, ba-dum, ba-da, hip, ba-dum, ba-dum, hip, hip, bum. Okay, so that's the difference there of having the knees and the hips from being stiff. Okay, we relax the knees. And now we add the hip. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That looks like movement. So now let's add the arm. Now, if you're newer to flamenco, you'll just work on being able to coordinate, okay? If you have more experience, then we can work on the little nuances, right? So we have same arm, same leg, and then out with the hand, and then switch. Out with the hand, and switch. Out with the hand, So again, if you're new to flamenco, just worry about the arm. Bum, ba, arm. Ba-dum, ba, arm. Just the coordination. Now, if you're more experienced, now you add the hand. Bum, ba, hand. Bum, ba, hand. Bum, bum, hand. And now we add the little nuances, right? So we're going to twist and hand, twist and hand, bop, and head, bum, ba, ba, ba-dum, ba, ba, ba-dum, ba, ba, ba-dum, ba, ba, ba-dum, bum. All right. So let's break it down again. So you have the movement, if you're upright, stiff, and now you add the knees and the hip, ba-dum, bum, ba. And then you add the arm, just the coordination, then you add the hand, and now you add the twist and the head. Ba-dum, ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right, let's practice that with solo compás. All right, so I'm starting, I'm wanting you to mirror me. I mean, you can go either way. So if I'm starting on my left, it's your right. Okay, let's see here. Let's try this again. Here we go. Start on your right. So we go out. Bum, bum, ba. Now the knees, hip. So how do you coordinate hip and twist? You are here, go like that, and pop, just as an exaggeration. Pop, and pop. So I'm sitting into the hip and turning the upper body that way, inward. Pop. Okay? All right. Now the next one, does the arm go out in front? It goes up. It goes up. The arm goes up. So it's not out. No, it's up from the bottom. Okay? Okay. All right, good. All right, so the last thing we're going to work on is our taconeo. And we're going to do just super simple golpe and tacon. And the goal is two things. Remembering essential elements so you can have proper technique no matter where you are in your flamenco experience. And also we're going to work on coordinating the arms with the feet, because so many times you keep your hands on your hips to get the feet going, and then once you add the arms, everything falls apart. It happens, I know. So the thing that's so important about proper footwork is a few things. One is proper flamenco shoes. Like, you want to have proper flamenco shoes if you're doing flamenco footwork. They want to fit like a glove. If they're too loose, you're going to hurt yourself and you're not going to have proper technique. That's one. Number two is you want to have proper alignment. So when you're doing your footwork, you want to make sure that your knees are going over your toes. So if they're going out, or if you're collapsing in, or if you're too wide, it's not going to work. It's not going to sound good, and also you're going to hurt your knees. We want to protect your knees. And so you want to make sure that your knees are always over your toes. So you might have to lift up the arches a little bit and practice doing that to make that happen. Now the next thing is balance. Balance. Having proper technique, proper footwork technique requires balance besides strength. So one thing to work on all the time is your balance. So just standing on one leg. If you can challenge yourself I challenge you to challenge yourself every single day to do some sort of balance work. And all it has to be is you brushing your teeth while standing on one leg. And I'm dead serious about that, especially as you get older. You lose your balance, you're going to fall and break a hip, and we can't have that. You want to be able to dance until the very end, right? So you need your balance, okay? So that means brush your teeth, stand on one leg. So we're going to just do this. And if you need to hold on to something, that's okay. You build it up. So let's just practice 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Again, when you're balancing like this, belly button in, squeeze the glute. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So just practice that every day. Another thing that I tell my dancers to do all the time are wall sits. So you lean against the wall and you come down as far as you can, and you just sit there, belly button against the wall, your knees are straight, and you just hang out here until you feel the burn. Once you feel the burn, you're good. So practice the balance and the wall sits. Your footwork will thank you. All right, so with that, the technique that we're going to do is golpe, so that's flat, and tacon, the heel. So we're going to go flat, heel, heel, heel. Flat, heel, heel, heel. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep your knees relaxed. So you don't want to keep them up here, but you don't want to be down here either. Just relax. So again, we're going to practice coordinating that upper body. So we have 1, well, let's start on your right. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. Really dig in that heel. And now we're going to add the arms just to coordinate. So same arm, same leg. Same arm, same leg. Just to coordinate. And now we can add the hand out, 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 and out. Good, shake it out. Okay, so that is like basic coordination of arm and leg and hand. Now we want to add a little bit more of that upper body element for dynamic styling. So we're going to angle ourselves just a little bit. So if I'm here, reach back and come back center, reach to the back and come back center. So those muscles that you feel in your waist as you do this, those are the muscles you're going to use as you bring that arm forward. So let's practice that. Boom. And boom. So I'm turning at the waist and putting that other shoulder back. So you don't want to think of it of like putting the shoulder forward. You want to think of it, this shoulder goes back. Okay, so bum, ba, da, ba, bum, ba, da, bum, bum, ba, da, bum, bum, ba, da, ba. All right, here we go. Let's try that. So we'll start off with the feet and we'll build up. We will add the layers. Here we go. Just the feet. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 1. And the arm. So arm and arm. So remember, it comes up from the bottom. And now the hand, out, and out, and out, and out. And now twist, and twist, and twist, and twist. Ole. All right, let's drill that. Let's drill that with solo compás, our favorite. Here we go. So now let's put it all together. So we have a lot of different layers. We have our palmas, and the things we want to remember with the palmas is keeping them close together and strong, so not floppy, no, none of that. And then we have our braceo, and we want to remember that the wrist or the hand movement starts at the wrist, and that the arm positions are rounded. And when we do the arm going down, that we can add the little twist or lifting up the chest. And then we had our marcaje, and we know that we want to relax the knees, dig into the hip, and then twist also. And then we had our taconeo, and we want to remember keeping the knees over the toes, and then adding coordination with the arms. And then when you're ready, that you can add the twist as well. So a bunch of little layers. So we're just going to do all of them right now. Good job, everyone. How are we doing? Let me see. Who do we have? All good? I see you all. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. That was really fun to see you all here. So, let me see. What are we doing here? Sorry, I've like lost what I'm doing here. Oh my goodness gracious, Rena. There we go. Here we go. All right. So thank you for joining me. And this is being recorded, and the replay will be available through January 16th. But I want to take this opportunity to share with you about my online flamenco studio if you want to continue your journey with me. My online flamenco studio is, it's a comprehensive, it's a monthly membership, or you can pay quarterly or annually, but it's a monthly membership with video on demand courses. So you can dance anytime, anywhere, 24/7. And there is a vibrant community as well. So what's inside of it is the way I teach, very holistic flamenco approach of compás, coraje, corazón. So you speak and you feel and you dance flamenco. And there's over 80 courses on demand, so you can watch. It's just like Netflix. You can watch anytime. And there are courses for new beginners through advanced levels, and technique, choreography, and theory. And one aspect of learning online that I know can be challenging for many people is the motivation, because you want to be, you want to be around people. But as a platform that is, video on demand, what I do to keep you motivated is there's monthly workouts and different challenges. So the monthly workouts are curated videos if you just want to work out. If you really don't want to think too much, you want to work out, you want to get some technique in, that's what you have. And you don't want to, try to choose what we have. The monthly challenges is there's a goal, and that's what really helps people, is if there's a goal to work towards, and it's with the community, meaning that everyone's doing it at the same time and they're posting videos of their own practices, then that's how, one way to stay motivated. Then there's also live practice sessions just like this. We go on to Zoom here in my home studio and we just practice. It's not a class, but it's just a time to connect, and be held accountable to actually, practice. And then I do have live trainings as well. And then finally, there's a very, very, very vibrant community of our group on Facebook, and there, people post their practice videos, and I can give feedback from there about that as well. Let's see. And these are, I have dancers. I've been doing this for 10 years. So it's been a process of learning how to make it more engaging and simple to learn and clearer to learn. And I love my flamencas. There's, dancers from all over the world, seriously. So you have the US and Canada. That's pretty basic, right? Or normal for me because I'm in the US. But there's, Poland, there's Serbia, there's China, Japan, Israel, Australia. I'm amazed. India, I'm amazed and blessed and honored that I can reach all these dancers and help these dancers, live their flamenco dream. Because I'm preaching to the choir here of how flamenco just, it grabs you and it grabs your soul and it calls you and you want to dance it and the feelings that it evokes inside of you. You want to just let those feelings out. This is another way to help you do that. It's a very strong program. And if you join today or tomorrow, then you get a nice little bonus from me. It's a flamenco shoe guide, because that's very important. If you're in it to win it, then you need some good flamenco shoes, and it just kind of gives you guidelines on how to choose one, and then resources where to find it. And then having your own dance floor. If you're doing footwork, then there's different options out there, because you don't want to be ruining your floors with your flamenco shoes doing footwork, and you don't want to mess up your knees by dancing on concrete. You can't do that. And then also in the resources that you get as a bonus if you join by January 12th is a list of my playlists, my flamenco music playlist. There's practice music, and there are just some of my favorite songs, so you can be dancing. And then so I talked about challenges that we have in the membership. Starting January 18th, we're going to start the Flamenco Fresh Start Challenge, and it's going to be a 21-day challenge with 2 tracks. One is for an absolute brand new beginners that I talked about yesterday, and that'll be like their first 21 days of flamenco. But you all, if you have more experience, then I will have a different 21-day challenge for you, and it's basically 10 minutes of flamenco a day. Really focusing on the whole idea of compás, coraje, corazón, with the technique. So that starts January 18th. And that's it. Thank you. Let me answer your questions. Let me go through the comments here, the chat, to see if I can answer your questions. All right, let's see. I'm glad you're enjoying this. What level is this class that we've just done? I think it was definitely multi-level. Advanced beginnerish, intermediate. Let's see. The online studio, the cost of it is $47 a month, and it's subscription, or you can pay quarterly for $108. Or there's an annual subscription for $396, all US dollars, and you can cancel at any time. Let's see. And you will receive a link. Actually, let me give you the link now to the information page for the online studio. I will enter it right now. that's the information page for the online studio, so you can join. The replay of this workshop, I will send it in the in an email. And it will be available through January 16th. Is that what I said? Yes. And I will actually, here is the link to the replay page. Obviously, it's not going to be on there yet, but it will be in a few hours. There's the replay link just in case. And let me go through more questions here. Where do you find the quarterly option? If you follow the link for the open enrollment page, the information page, you'll in the checkout, on the checkout page, you'll be able to find it. Georgia, you said you never can find out how to do the annual one. It's on the checkout page. And I will show you right now what I mean by that. Let's see. Okay, here is the information page for the online studio. There's all the information that you need here, but I'll just click on the checkout page. And the checkout page, you know, it says immediately $47 a month, but if you scroll down, you'll see the pricing options right there. Okay? All right, let's see. Oh, the guitar music. Okay. And if you join, you do not need a special link to receive the gifts, to receive the bonuses. If you join before or through January 12th Pacific time, you will receive automatically get another email with the gifts. Okay, and now the music from today, it was, let's see, it was. I'm going to share it here. It was Yali Yali, which doesn't sound very funny. It sounds funny, right? Share the copy link to song. It was Yali Yali. Yali Yali. And here's the link in Spotify. And the other one was Esperanza Fernandez. This one, Altiti. Share, copy link. There we go. Okay. And Bradley, you said, what was said about January 12th? What? It was the bonuses. If you join the membership by January 12th, you get the bonuses of the flamenco shoe guide, the flamenco floor guide, and a list of my playlists, my favorite playlists on Spotify. Okay, let's see. And Jeanette asked to see the hand movement slowly. Aquí están. So the hand movement slowly. Bend at the wrist. In with the hands, or in with the fingers. Lead with the pinkies. And out. Ole. And Denise just enrolled. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let me see. So Natalia asks, are there any live classes like today? No, it's all, I do occasionally do, I do live trainings, and sometimes they might be dancing, but the lessons are all pre-recorded because there are so many different options for so many different people and so many different levels. So there's, technique, choreography, and flamenco theory that you have basically a university of compás at your fingertips all the time. And if you stay with me right now, I will give you a tour of what's inside. But let me just see one more time here, any questions that I may have missed. Natalia, you said there are Zoom classes available on Thursday and Saturday. No, there are not Zoom classes on Thursday. Those are my actually live in-person classes that I teach in Los Angeles. Those are what's on Thursday and Saturday. So I'm sorry for any confusion. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it. So I will. Okay, so Alice, you asked for link to castanets. I don't have a link to castanets. I'm sorry, but if many of the major flamenco, actually one place, I'll give you a link right here. If you go to flamencowest.com, that is a site, a local place here in Los Angeles, and they do have castanets. I do have a castanets course inside my membership. Okay, and yes, the annual membership is $396. Okay. All right. So, oh, one more thing. Led asked for the link for the solo guitar. Yes, I will add that right now. And so if you join in the next day, then you can also get the link to the full playlist, to everything that I have. Okay, that is Tangos con Guitarra. All right, so now I'm going to give you a tour if you want to stay with me. And if not, then you will receive the link to this replay in a couple hours. So here we go. So when you join, this is the main homepage for the membership, and if you basically you have free reign of everything if you want, but if you want a little bit more guidance, this is what I recommend. If you are a new beginner, you go directly to the new beginner area, and you go through the courses. Rumba is just for fun, and then like the new beginners one, tangos, is more flamenco. And then I say that if you want to take part in the challenge, then you do the challenge. And again, our next one is going to start January 18th. The last one we had was all choreography. Like, I gave a list of specific choreographies to choose from that were appropriate for different levels. So that we have all kinds of different challenges. So for example, we have the Fresh Start Challenge that we're starting now. Then we will have a Sevillanas Challenge. We'll do one for Bulerías. We'll do one for summer choreographies for like really fun, lighthearted choreographies. And then we do footwork and Escobia challenges as well. And then the workouts, for example, is if you just want to work out, really just not think about it, it looks like this, that there's 3 different workouts that you can choose from, and you just kind of repeat each day throughout the month so that you can make progress on the same piece. So it's kind of like if you lift weights and you do progressive overload, it's the exact same concept of you do the same class and you repeat it, ideally 4 times, so that each time it gets better and easier and more nuanced. All right, but the rest of the site, so we have choreographies for the different levels and all the different palos, so beginner, advanced beginner, etc., and soleá, sevillanas, colombianas, tientos, guajiras, sillería, soleá por bulería, alegrías, caracoles, tarantos, escobillas, and all just long escobilla patterns. There's all different kinds. And so, for example, this is what it looks like on the inside. They're all shot in the dance studio, and you can repeat it over and over again. So that's like the difference between, I think, why I love, taking a class on Zoom is nice, but you don't get that teacher feedback unless they, if you miss something, you miss it. Whereas if it's on video, you can repeat it over and over again until it locks in. So that's the choreographies, and then the techniques. We have foundations, marcaje, palmas, braceo, lots of footwork drills, turns, bulerías. Everyone loves bulerías. And then we have the dance accessories, castanets, mantón, abanico, which is the fan, and then bate de cola as well. And then I love the lectures that I have, because it's important for me, and all dancers that you know are able to speak flamenco, and that means understanding the structure of it, understanding the melody, and just the ins and outs of what happens in a dance. So what we do is, for example, it's a recording with slides, and then we do video walkthroughs. So I will just kind of we watch a video together, and I do a voiceover of, you know, what's happening. Oh, this is the letra, this is the escobilla. Oh, you notice how the dancer looked at the singer at this point to call the singer in, and this is a falsetta. So I talk about that throughout the video. And there's, you know, like warm-ups, and then links to the community as well. So let's see. Let's see, any others? There aren't any certifications for the classes, or no certificates, no. How do you participate in the challenge? Yes, it is online. So the videos are online, and I will have a list. You know, the videos are online. I have directions on what you need to do. And if you want to participate in the group, in the Facebook group, you could record yourself dancing a little clip, not like a half-hour practice sessions. I mean, I'm talking about a minute clip, and you upload it to the Facebook group, which sounds very scary. I understand that, but it is a very useful tool, and it has been very successful in my group. So you learn to be able to see yourself on video and see what you like what you've done correctly, like, oh, I was in compás there. Oh, I like my head, how that turned. And then you can notice, like, oh, I was out of compás there. And that, oh, next time I want to remember, I want to do my hand a little bit different. And then if you upload it, then you get a lot of support. You get a lot of support from the other dancers. And then I also give you feedback as well. And let's see. Thank you for the election. We're doing, oh, wonderful. And yes, there are courses for bata and manton in the membership, as well as choreographies that include bata de cola and manton. Okay. Any other questions? Thank you for sticking it out with me. You all are like in it. No other questions? Okay. Well, I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Again, the recording will be available in the next few hours. I will send out a link once again for the replay, and it will be available through January 12th. No. Through January 16th. And if you join the membership through January 12th, then you get the bonuses of the flamenco shoe guide, the flamenco floor guide, and the flamenco music playlists on Spotify that I have. And we start our 21-day flamenco fresh challenge in the membership on January 18th. Got all that? All right. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful